Hey, what's going on, gamers? This is Doctorredstone signing in to another episode on the channel. In today's episode, we got heroic mode that just started. We got a super long intro, so I'm just going to jump into the game and talk to you guys a little bit. We're going to jump on over to the Android global account. So without further ado, let's get into it. Boosh. Alrighty, gamers, and jumping on into it, we're going to talk a little bit real quick as I get into things. Now, we do have heroic mode that just started. I want to give a huge shout out to Blando, sending over the screenshot for this armor. Definitely now over on the global account, we're going to try and get as many armors as possible. So Fairy Forest, we're going to be jumping on into that one. We need to make sure and bring some friends with us. That is going to be crucial. So that's why we are starting out over here. Let's go ahead and take DrLucasWho, big shout out to you, and let's go ahead and see if we can find another star medal. I was going to try and find a fire, but we won't even worry about that one. We'll take Sirius from SOB, big shout out to those guys, and Angel Rock, I believe that's AR on that one. So we're going to go ahead and jump on into this and just go ahead and get this process started. Now, throughout the week, we're definitely going to be trying to go ahead and get the heroic mode over here on the Android global server. As you guys know, on the Android European server, it's definitely not something that we need. So you guys can see the account. You guys can see how well my knights do. You guys know about the levels. I've been talking to a couple of you guys on Line App, and we've been talking a little bit about exclusives, how well you guys are able to get those, how easy it is to get those. We're going to be talking quite a bit over this weekend. Now, we do have a raid. We're going to be jumping on over into a guild over on the European server before we jump into heroic mode, just to get us that little bit of a buff. So hopefully they get us added as we get into it. What we're going to do this heroic mode, or this video, is basically jump on over. We're going to grab the exclusive material from heroic mode over on our European account. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with zone 13. We're also going to go with zone 14 and 16, and then we're going to go ahead and get probably Haunted Citadel started, but I definitely don't think that we're going to get that one beat in today's episode. Definitely takes a bunch of going at it, so we'll definitely talk about that a little bit more in the next episode. So now that we got those friends all started, we got the friend reset. Jumping on over here, friends list, is that going to show us? Might not show us. Where's it at? Right here. We're going to go back to heroic. Let's go ahead and just bring anybody over, and then you guys can see right here. So now we have 23 hours right here. Once that elapses over, then we're going to go ahead and bring DrLucasWho back on into the battle. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use these ones. Like I said, we're going to do all that stuff off camera. Definitely don't want to bore you. So without further ado, let's just jump on over to the European account. Alrighty, gamers, now we're over here on the Android European account. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into a guild. I want to give a huge shout out to absolutely everybody over in Ghetto Fabulous. Big shout out to, oh man, by Moonlight. Absolutely, dang, they're almost full. So let's go ahead and get this one going. Let's go ahead and see if we can find these guys. Jump on into it. If not, we can always jump on in. Ask to join, man. Okay, let's go jump on MBM. We're gonna go ahead and join those guys just because they're open right now, and we're gonna get a little bit of that buff. We're definitely gonna need that one for this heroic mode. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and start out with Misty Marsh, zone 13, 14. We're gonna go ahead and skip 1500 Citadel and jump on over to the Kingdom of Darkness. Super easy, very efficient. Not very hard to do. I'm gonna go ahead and switch this guy out, and we're gonna go ahead and bring the spirit armor, and then we're gonna go ahead and bring 2 ultimate armor friends. If you guys don't have the ultimate armor friends, make sure you guys go and look and find some of those guys, because those guys come in the clutch. If you guys have a lower or weaker account, you guys are definitely going to want to go ahead and do that. Definitely take advantage. I don't think I want to take that 28. I think I'm going to save that one for the big boss hog at Kingdom of Darkness. So let's go ahead and see if we can find, probably, let's go with this 25. Nope, this guy right here. We're going to take that one. This one should be relatively simple. We probably don't need the fire, but that's okay. We're just gonna go and take it into battle. The one thing I definitely want to say, oh, we jumped up the next one. The one thing that I definitely want to say is if you guys have the right friends, this one should be relatively easy, and definitely gonna need to take advantage of using those friends throughout this heroic mode week, so then you guys can get that easy exclusive. Typically it's going to cost me usually about 5 gems per zone 13, 14, and 16, so that's gonna be about 15 gems overall. I think that's pretty good, because especially beforehand, you know, the first 2 you'd be able to get free, the ring, the amulet, that was definitely no big deal. Kingdom of Darkness is usually where you went to play, and before I got the ultimate armor, it definitely cost me 2 revives, which I believe is 5 and 9, so it cost me 14 gems, so we're spending 1 extra gem. That's not too bad. So this one here, we got defeated. Go ahead and just back out, jump on back in, and then your guys' friends will go ahead and heal up, usually about 60% or so, and then they're going to be ready for battle. So you guys can see that one. There's plenty of health between those 2 ultimate armors, so you guys can go ahead and back out and jump right back into it, and then you guys should be able to definitely get that one taken care of. Now, one thing I do want to talk about, and we will go over this completely over in Haunted Citadel, but man, there is a lot of luck of the draw. Let me know down in the comment section below your favorite way to go through and beat Haunted Citadel, and see if it's the same way that I'm going to do it in the very next episode. So definitely let me know down in the comment section below. Give me a little bit of insight. Maybe I might switch my mind and switch up those methods, so definitely let me know. Typically what I go through and do is just making sure that I, you know, usually I'm going to get a lucky stun, so that's definitely going to help out quite a bit. Later this weekend we do have raid. We're going to jump on into that one over on the global server, show you guys exactly how I do on the global server. Now, big shout out to absolutely everybody in Loke City. Huge shout out to Poppy. You guys know him. He is usually up there, always on those leaderboards, absolutely killing it and crushing it. And I think we should have a pretty decent run this coming weekend. I think from what I'm hearing, it's Earth and Spirit, and I believe we've got a decent amount of armors over on the European server, and I honestly think we've got some pretty good armors thus far over on the global. You guys know we've been sitting about a 7,000 gems, which is absolutely phenomenal. Super crazy to see that number. So we've been sitting up there. We will talk a little bit more probably next week about how we're gonna spend those 7,000 gems, but we're definitely waiting for the next fire month. I definitely want to make sure when I go through and spend those gems that I go through and get an ultimate armor, because once you guys get one of these ultimate armors, it's definitely a game changer. There's no other way to put it other than it is a complete game changer to go ahead and grab one of these ultimate armors. The stats are phenomenal: attack, defense, the HP on it. Get one of these things, level 10 ascension, level 5 on both the ring and the amulet, and it's going to take you a long ways. So we got 35 of these ones. Keep in mind that they do roll over for the entire month. So as we go ahead and get the coins, let's see, let me get these ones all set up real quick. So we'll keep that one, and I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out and get him set up with the star metal armor. And see, that is such clutch right there, where you guys can take that ultimate armor. I'm definitely excited for the next ultimate armor that's going to be coming out, so we can go ahead and do that same trickery, which is going to be absolutely awesome. So we're going to go 26. We probably could have grabbed a different one, maybe a little bit better, but that's going to be a-okay. We got a couple 25s. I'm going to take Anne right here. Big shout out to her. And this one should be, this is not the right stage. Let me go and jump back into it. Okay, for whatever reason, I thought we did the plateau first, but we didn't. Missy Marsh got that one all done. Let's jump into the plateau. That's definitely an inconvenience. I feel like I've done that almost every time I recorded this episode, or one of these episodes. So let's go ahead and take, we're going to take the 25, and then we're going to go and take Banana. So unfortunately, we just lost those 2 friends, because now we got to wait for those regens to happen. But that should be all right. We're going to take Banana. Big shout out to him over at Met by Moonlight. Definitely thanks to those guys for letting us in. So yeah, definitely let me know how you guys think about the game thus far. Heroic mode, we're going to be doing quite a bit of testing, I guess I'll say. So anticipate a couple different heroic mode videos this week. Also, a lot of you guys are having some struggles, I think, with exclusive armor. So we're going to really sit down and thoroughly talk about that. We're going to talk about some of the pieces, the materials, on how to get it, what you guys need to save up for, what kind of armors you guys need. Now, a couple of you guys feel like it's just super simple to go through and get them. Typically, the one thing that I'll definitely say is you guys want to try and go for 50 million in raid. I mean, that's just something, that's a goal, something that I strived for when I was first kind of starting out, and something that I'm still kind of striving for. We're going to talk a little bit about raid. You guys are going to see how well I do in raid this coming weekend. I think over on the global server, I do have 50 energies kind of saved up, which is very good. So that's definitely something that's going to come in handy. So yeah, definitely we're gonna walk through and kind of go through all those ones. So if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure and go down to that subscribe button, hit that bell, that notification bell, to be notified for all videos, so then you guys don't miss a beat. We're gonna be doing quite a bit of Knights and Dragons. I just kind of getting back into the game, especially it's a lot funner when you have two separate accounts, one you're actively working on, one you're continuously growing, and it definitely makes it a lot funner in the game, especially having two great guilds back and forth on the European server with Met by Moonlight. Big shout out to Banana, big shout out to Twelico over at the Ghetto Fabulous family. So I've been going back and forth quite a bit with those guys and some other places as well, but definitely just a great group over there on the European server. And then over on the global server, hanging out over in Loke City, man, I've been there for a couple of weeks now, and they, for one, have just been killing it, helping out that account quite a bit, and just a phenomenal group of people to play with. You know, I've talked about this game a lot in the past, and it definitely comes down to the people that you're playing with. Definitely make this game enjoyable. If it wasn't for probably that lineup interaction, I guess I'd say, is I don't know if a lot of people would continue to play this game. You know, you don't have that interaction quite in the guild chat, anything like that. So just being able to have those people around you definitely makes it worthwhile. So we went down right there, so came back into it. This guy's gonna go ahead and get taken out, so we're gonna have to spend another 5 gems on this one. The thing that blows my mind is how hard zone 13 and 14 is compared to like the Kingdom of Darkness, and then Haunted Citadel, how that one is so much harder. I mean, I know that we get the 75 on that one, and even at that though, 55 of these scrolls and 35 and 35, these two are, I mean, I would say objectively harder than zone 16, but that's a-okay. One thing I definitely want to kind of talk about is I do know that the heroic sheet is out there. Let me know down in the comment section real quick if you guys would want to see kind of an updated version of that sheet. I know that it's been floating around, what kind of knights that you guys should bring and everything like that. And I feel like that might have changed, especially with the ultimate armor. Now I do know that everybody does not have the ultimate armor, but definitely we can talk a little bit about, you know, maybe the earth, maybe you might want to take a fire. You know, the dual armors definitely are not as well known on kind of that sheet, and I definitely think that's something that maybe most people need to kind of keep in mind, is which ones you guys need to go heavily on. So I'm definitely thinking about revamping that sheet and sending that one kind of out in the community and stuff like that. Definitely let me know what you guys think about that one down below. So that one, easy peasy lemon squeezy, got that one out of the way. So now we should have about 70 of those scrolls. We're gonna go and wrap this thing up. We're gonna go over to Kingdom of Darkness and go and get that thing all taken care of. Let's see, don't want to take that guy. We will take I think I need the fire, so we're gonna go and heal these guys up just a little bit. It definitely doesn't make a big, nope, don't want to take that one. Actually, I do want to take me. Let's put the star medal on me and we'll jump back into it. So the one thing to keep in mind is our friends are going to take us all the way through this one. So realistically, getting these guys healed up really doesn't matter because we're going to go ahead and revive them at the very end, and our friends are definitely going to do a majority of the work. So we're going to go and take Ferdy over at the 28,000 attack, which is freaking nuts, and we're going to go and take Grumpy as well. So with these two guys, Kingdom of Darkness, heroic stage, making sure that we're there. just because I don't want to mess that one up again. Twice in one video would be absolutely terrible. So our guys go down super quick. We've got our 2 friends, which are going to definitely come through in the clutch. Those ultimate armors do so well when it comes to these big old monsters in Kingdom of Darkness. Now I am using Shatter Shield. Some people might tell you otherwise. You guys want to go ahead and use Death Blow, which is definitely a good one. For whatever reason, I'll go back and forth. I typically always use Shatter Shield, so I always have it on set 2. So once in a while I'll change it if I notice that Shatter Shield isn't working, but I usually continuously always use Shatter Shield. So super easy. We got our first friend with 60 health is bringing us almost all the way to the final boss. We'll see if he can. Oh, he just barely missed it, man. 2 lucky stuns and we would have been good to go right there. So let's see. We're gonna probably, I don't know if I want to revive. Let's go ahead and back out. We probably could have revived there and still would have been able to take out that boss, but I want to go ahead and come on back and just kind of see how far those 2 60% knights would do, because it was really close, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so definitely we will need to revive, which is a-okay. We got about 15 gems in this bad boy. And we got, what is that, 35 and 35, that's 70 plus 50, 125 gems in total, I believe. So which is pretty good. I mean, we got some leftovers, so we can go ahead and grab probably 2 silver coins with that one. One thing we will do is go ahead and start the Haunted Citadel, and we're going to jump on into that one. One thing I got to say is this one, like I said, let me know your guys' strategy down in the comment section below, because I'm kind of curious on how you guys do this one. But yeah, typically I'm going to jump into here. Let's go ahead and see which guys we got. We got Duo and Vincent. So let's go ahead and jump on into this. We're going to jump. Oh, let's go ahead and grab one more friend real quick. And we're going to go with the 25. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call this one a day. So if you guys enjoy the video, please make sure to smash that like button, as it definitely helps me out more than you know. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, make sure to put those down in the comments below. As always, this is Dr. Redstone signing out. Thanks, YouTube. Peace.